muffled words for a very expensive looking corpse.
Look better than all of you.
Right. So, last time, you guys plunged deeper into the mines of Harakhamar, finding your way to the treasury in the back of it, which was filled mostly with iron and adamantine bars. Hebron claimed the party's compensation in adamantine, and then and decided that, since the forges were just sitting there not being used, you guys spent a week just sitting there working on his armor and weapons.
Oh. That's not the only thing that happened under. It's the only thing I knew that happened.
That's the only thing that happened. Don't worry about it, Hebron.
Mr. Grimm, just random question. Would you be helping any individuals in staging a battle?
No.
I think Hebron needed an extra hand
So-
at the forge, actually.
I'm neither a forged nor a combatant.
So what they ended up doing is, so you guys had an agreement with these dwarves that you'd get to claim like 20 adamantine ingots for clearing out their mines for them of monsters and the like. Well, Hebron took his 20, and then the rest of the party kind of looked around and said, "Hey, there's a lot of adamantine here, and it's pretty valuable. What if we just made it look like the fire newts had broken in and ransacked the place before we got here, and that must be where all the missing adamantine is, and totally not in our sack."
I'm completely unaware of this.
Yes, Hebron is completely unaware of this, but the rest of the party basically looted. I forget how many adamantine ingots. I assume someone wrote down how much they took.
I've got somewhere in the Drake's inventory. It would help if this would stop freezing every time I try and scroll down. I do have a note of it. I just don't know what it is offhand, and my PDF is frozen.
Okay. But yeah, the point is you guys looted that, and also that there was like this really fancy looking gold gauntlet that you guys nicked as well.
I don't know what you're talking about. There was no gauntlet by the time we got here.
Of course.
All right, so what are we doing?
Well, then the party decided that they did in fact not want to go and kill the dragon and obtain the dragon's hoard as well. So they left the mine and had begun heading back north until the mountains leveled out again, and with an idea of going back to the city of, well, the port of Jahaka Anchorage, where you had met those dwarfs before. And so they spent a couple of days, coming down from the Mistcliff Mountains and getting just at the verge of re-entering the jungle. As in the map I posted recently. You guys are at that red circle in the foothills.
All right.
You've had several long rests, and it is a nice morning, though it is not so nice in the fact that it is scorching. It's like 120. There is no breeze and no rain.
So my question for you, was there a sun and a moon last night, or a moon and stars last night?
Yes. Yes, there
Okay.
was.
It was 50 pounds.
Okay. what would you guys like to do this morning? Are you just continuing on to Jahaka Bay? You doing anything else?
I mean, Jahaka Bay sounds good to me.
Yep.
Alright, well then I will need a navigation check. As you begin marching down the hill.
All right, I'll assist River.
Let's see. This was a plus. Ooh. We're still level 7.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, 17.
Okay. Yeah, so you start heading, kind of retracing the steps that you took before. And around midday, you are just walking, and you begin to hear what sounds like chanting, like a single voice low ahead of you to the northeast. Oh, sorry, to the northwest.
Do I recognize the incantation?
Make a religion check. You do not.
I shrug.
What about the language?
I mean, it sounds like it's in common, but it's just because of the distortion by being chanted, and at distance, you just can't make out what they're saying. But it sounds like kind of like what you would hear in temples and the like. This is some type of religious chant.
All right. Do you want me to go check it out?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
I will. Fuck it, I'll cast Pass Without Trace and sneak forwards.
Okay.
I'll have my Drake come with me too.
All right. Well, then I will need stealth checks from you and your Drake.
Right. Let me get the table away so I can use my keyboard. Drake. And there's me.
Okay. So yeah, as you're getting closer, you can definitely hear what is definitely prayers to some deity. You hear the name Idius often. And as you kind of get closer, you see there's a clearing. And in the middle of this clearing is what looks to be like a low-slung mud hut. And on the roof of it is a humanoid figure with the body of a man and the head of a snake. He seems to be just sitting cross-legged, his back's to you. He's definitely the source of this chanting. The ground in this clearing around the hut, you can see about somewhere between 12 to 18 dead Yanti. They have humanoids with snakes for lower limbs, snakes for upper limbs, snakes for arms, snake people.
Yeah. What was the name? Idius?
Yes.
Would I know that name?
Give me a religion check.
Religion. Oh. Didn't know I was proficient in that. 15.
Okay, yes. Idius is the evil goddess of chance, trickery domain. Her symbol is a single gold coin.
How evil? Like petty theft, murder, assassination, toppling empires?
Think old school Vegas. You can push your luck with Idius so far, and then she takes you in the back room and breaks your hands.
Uh-huh. So not Saturday morning cartoon villain, but pretty close.
Less Saturday morning cartoon, more late night mobster movie.
Okay.
She'll give you what you want with a smile, but you will pay for it.
I will write that on a note, hand it to my Drake and have him trot back to the party to deliver it, and just keep an eye on this cultist.
Okay. Yeah, so you're sitting there, watching as your Drake disappears. And yeah, he continues chanting what appears to be prayers to Idius. Meanwhile, for Grim and Hebron, a couple of moments, the Drake just silently sidles out of the underbrush with a note in his mouth.
I take the note and unfold it.
So what
Did
exactly
you happen to
does
write
it say?
this in wax?
What was that about wax?
Did you happen to write this in wax because you could put it in the Drake's mouth?
No, but the Drake is basically a golden retriever, except scaly. Yeah, the note just says cultist ? Praying to evil god. Not worst, but might want to get rid of him.
So you don't name which god. Cool. All right.
That would have made
take a
sense to
piece of-
do, but I haven't had coffee, so River hasn't had
Yeah,
coffee
yeah,
either.
yeah. I take another piece of paper and write which god ? And then I draw a line with an X at the front of it for you to fill in the blank. Then I give it back to the Drake and kind of just shoo the Drake, figuring it should figure out return to boss.
Oh, Mr. Grimm left me a line to put my signature on. Yeah, once the Drake gets back, I will send another note saying it's Idius and then send the Drake off. And the Drake is probably going to get annoyed eventually. Just not today, hopefully.
There's extra slobber on it whenever he delivers it to River.
Well, let's hope River's up on their spelling and didn't spell it wrong. Idiot. What god is that?
The ink's starting to run.
No, the god's not named idiot. I'm calling you an idiot for having to ask and giving me a line for my signature. Who does that?
with a 15 in his religion check, he would be able to spell it correctly and not accidentally spell it like Ida or you know, what are the other gods or goddesses?
ISIS.
So, with my experience as a cleric and a do-gooder of the world, this is a person that is most likely not somebody to be left alive.
I forgot you're a cleric.
Yeah.
If you are a good aligned cleric, yeah, taking out, actual ardent worshippers, like not people who just appease the evil god so they don't get smote, but people who are like actively trying to spread their influence. That is generally considered a good thing to do. Yes.
All right.
All
So we're
right.
gonna run a hit.
Then I send another note, and then I just write the word murder with an exclamation point.
Cleric sanctioned murder. Let's go. Why did you kill this person? Well, first of all, they're not a person. Second, God told me to.
Given that this is a god of trickery, you guys want to bet that those bodies ain't so dead?
We'll deal with it.
Oh yeah.
Aren't we also
Pulls
back
out.
into the area where everything becomes undead when it dies?
More what I was getting as trickery.
I mean, we haven't
isolated
really
cleric.
left that area.
Yeah. Remember the kobolds even in the mine came alive again?
Mhm.
Oh, right.
The fire newts were special because they sort of disintegrated into motes of elemental energy.
Yeah.
Wait, they did? I thought they didn't.
They did. They turned to ash.
Okay.
It was the kobolds that didn't. Yeah, I got that confused last session. Remember we had the same discussion.
Oh my god, yeah, you're right.
Also, you guys totally ignored the dragon's help wanted inquire within sign.
We did not
Yeah.
ignore. We sped by it by Tokyo drifting our ass across the tracks that he flipped the switch on. It was very cool.
I even waved to him. He was very polite about it.
Yeah.
Fucking dragon wasn't expecting our level of ingenuity.
No, he was not.
This is why we're good henchmen. I'll have to keep that in mind in case we ever get caught by him.
So, what do you guys do?
Presumably we'll find some way to jump him.
And are Mr. Grimm and Hebron following the Drake back to me, or am I just getting a note saying murder and I'm being
You're
left
just
to my
getting a
own
note
devices?
saying murder.
All right. I'm shooting this guy then.
You can figure that out.
Okay. Then
That means
you're rolling
regroup.
initiative.
Clearly.
All right, Leroy Jenkinsing. Got it.
Yeah, River, clearly. Murder means regroup.
Well, yeah, it's not the hey, kill this guy secret passphrase.
And you guys should also roll initiative, assuming you're going to be moving forward to eventually rejoin him.
Yeah, probably.
Look, everyone knows if you say murder, that's completely different from kill this guy. Murder means murder him. Kill this guy means regroup, then murder him.
All right, River, what do you do?
I am shooting this guy.
Okay. Well, you have advantage, as he does not appear to have detected your presence.
Is that on both attacks or just the first?
Just the first. He'll know you're there after the first one.
All right, I'll just roll 3 times.
Assuming
first
you
before I
hit
get
him. right? If you miss, if you miss, then he might not know. He'll be making just a perception at that point. A 19 will hit him though.
All right. Does the 11?
The 11 does not.
But if you had to question it, that means I was close.
All right. What type of damage is that?
Non-magical piercing.
Okay. So your arrow hits him, and he stops chanting. But he does not appear to be in particular distress from having been hit.
Oh, I should have added the Drake's fire damage.
Would you like to?
I would like to. Is that a D6 or a D8, though? 1D6. Another 2.
Okay.
Then I'm going to sick the Drake on him. And can the Drake reach him with a 40-foot run speed?
No. He is in the center of a 50-foot radius clearing, and he's on top of a 10-foot tall platform. That is his grassy hut.
Uh-huh. The Drake does have a fly speed, so the Drake's going to fly 20 feet above him.
Okay. That he can do.
And
is
that
he
will take his
dashing to
action
be like
to
directly above him?
yes.
Okay.
And then he's going to be ready to make a me when I get you meme, but he doesn't have an action to do that yet. That is it for me.
Hebron?
I'll start moving through the. How far until we get to river?
He went about 50 feet to get to the edge of this clearing. You guys were that far back so that you didn't trigger the need for any stealth checks.
All right. What I'll do then is walk 30 feet, but I'm going to head to the left. So I'm not walking right to river.
Okay.
And I'll take the. Does that get me in kind of a line of sight clearing area there? Like.
Yeah, you can make out that beyond the trees ahead there is a clearing, there is some type of platform, and a figure on top of it.
All right. Yeah, I'll walk that 30 feet and take the dodge.
Okay. Grim?
So if I walk forward 30 feet, like towards the rough general direction of the original chanting that we heard, I would be walking towards the river, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so if I angled myself like 10 degrees, 15 degrees, so I end up like 10, 20 feet down from river.
Yeah, do you
I'd
want
like
to
to get
be
to the edge of
near where Hebron is, or the other angle off him?
Away.
Yeah, so because he went, I think he said left, and so you can go right.
Yeah.
Okay, yep,
And
you
that
can do
puts me how far from him?
How far do you move forward?
Until the edge of the clearing, up to 30 feet.
So if you move 30 feet at that angle, you would be about 75 feet from this guy.
And I have line of sight.
Yes, though you can also tell that because of like the trees and stuff interleaving it, he would have half cover if you're taking a shot.
I just need to know roughly where he is as I cast slow.
That works. All right. Remind me, slow's wisdom, yes?
Whiz save, yep.
Okay.
I'd like to center the cube on him
Yeah, you can do that.
and make it low enough so that, because you said the bodies are piled on the ground around him.
They're scattered around this 100-foot diameter clearing.
Okay.
12 to 18 of them.
Okay. Yeah, so if there are any bodies, I'd like to try to position the cube roughly to try getting them.
You could catch two of them if you center it on him and bring it low so that they're touching the ground.
Mhm.
If you want to
Yeah.
maximize the number, actually from your position, that's really all you'd be able to tell. You, from
Yeah,
75 feet away,
I
you
don't have a
can't
lot of
tell-
info.
Yeah, you don't have the position of those bodies, so
Yeah, and 40-foot cube is a decent size, so I think I'll just basically center it on him and make it low enough to hit the ground.
yeah, you can do that.
All right. He
So-
fails.
Okay. So he is slow.
Uh-huh. And then what's the so how far am I from the actual? You said the clearing is 50 foot 50-foot radius. So
Yeah.
I'm like 25
You're
feet from the
25 feet
clearing.
from the edge, and
Okay.
75 feet from him.
How much underbrush is between me and the edge of the clearing?
Enough to give him half cover, and it's you as well, reciprocally.
Okay. Then I'd like to just drop prone. I'd like to fall down.
Okay. I'm gonna say that would give you. What do they call that? Is it full cover? No, not full cover.
3/4.
What?
3/4 cover. Yeah. He can tell where
Yeah.
you are. Like you're not. Sorry, I just couldn't recall if they called it half full and total or what. Yeah. Nah.
Yeah,
We so rarely use it.
I think full is something special and total is
No.
total.
No, it's
Nope.
just half,
Full
3/4,
and total are interchangeable. Yeah.
Yeah, full and total I think are meant to be
mentally.
interchangeable. Yeah. Yeah, because total
Alright.
is you can't be targeted by attacks or spells. 3/4 is you +5 to AC and Dex saves.
But yep, that's all I do on my turn.
Okay. His turn.
Overcover is a government name, but it just goes by full.
So he's gonna start unfolding himself because he was kind of in like a lotus type position. You do see River, your arrow like fall out of the back of his shoulder blade, and it does not seem to be bothering him at all. Like it just falls nonchalantly out when he stands up.
Ah, that might not be good.
You can see him kind of slowly look up, slowly look down back at you, and he begins to walk forward while picking up from the ground this maul.
I'm in danger.
Let's see. So he walks forward the 10 feet and just kind of hops down, which is basically all the movement he can do. He does.
Oh, unfortunate.
Yeah. Actually, no, wait. It was 10-foot platform, so he really needs to walk 5 feet to get to the edge, 5 feet to go down. So okay, he can walk 5 more feet. So he is 35 feet from you, River. He also appears to be chanting, or not chanting, but more like reciting religious passages in like a really slow manner. That makes it actually hard to make out what he's saying. And then I believe at the end of it is because he is not he is not going to take he is in fact not that dumb. He is going to take the dodge action. So he's moved, he's taken an action, he doesn't get a bonus action. And I think he gets a wisdom save at the end of his
Save
turn.
end. Yep.
What's DC?
17.
Okay, well
Nope.
he is still slow. And that brings
My
back
god's
around to
more
you, River.
powerful than your god.
All right. Plan B. How far is he now?
35 feet from you. 35.
35. What if instead of my bow, I take I take a step forward to get to 30 feet, and I hit him with my sling.
Okay. Well, you can definitely roll to hit.
Sharpshooter shots.
Miss and a hit.
Oh, but he did dodge, didn't he?
You're right, he did. We'll use as your first attack, so that missed.
Uh,
That
21 to hit.
hits. A 21 will hit him.
For 17 non-magical bludgeoning damage.
So like it's like a perfect shot, hits him like right in the forehead. The bullet just kind of bounces off, and he appears to be utterly unconcerned and unaffected by it.
All right. Magic it is. I'm going to have the Drake dive down at this guy and grapple him.
Okay.
What size is he? Medium?
Medium.
Large?
He's a medium.
All right. I can find my Drake stat blocks. I got to scroll up and down this very laggy sheet a lot. Athletics is a 12.
Okay. Yeah, even slowed, he does seem to just like he's moving slowly, but it's like, the immovable force just pushing your Drake back.
Unfortunate. That is my turn. I will yell out to Hebron in particular to use magic.
Looks at magical adamantine silvered longsword.
Checks notes. I have a very mundane armory. And the magic weapon spell.
Okay. Well, Hebron, what do you do?
Distance?
Let's see. So you went off at that angle as well. He's gone there. So it'd be 25 and 35. So he is 60 feet away from
Do you guys want me to dash up to him and bash him with a shield? How big is he?
Medium. Let's just be
Yeah,
he's like a big, well-toned man, but he's got a snake for a head.
Yeah, you guys just want me to run up to him and bash him prone with a shield?
He's
So
slowed, you can see that.
slow does reduce his armor class, but if he's grappled, move speed of 0 will end the dodge condition.
Doesn't really answer my question. Were you guys planning on peppering out range, or do you me knocking his ass prone would be bad, or do you just want me to move in?
You might have a better time with it.
It's your turn, and you're the
Alright.
melee guy.
Fair enough.
Good to you.
Underdark, I'll take the dash
We're-
action out of the jungle,
We're like
running right
30
up to
feet
him.
spread out.
Okay, yep. So you just come
And-
charging out of nowhere.
Fucking shield bash his ass.
Okay. Well, he does not fall prone. You almost knock him over.
He repositions that back foot just in time.
He does. And like as you're hitting him, like you can feel this guy is he like a shit brick house built.
All right. Action surge. Grapple.
Okay. He just pushes you back.
Fuck it. I'll try for one more grapple. Does Slow not do anything to his athletics checks?
No, just dex saves, armor class.
It affects Dex, yeah.
It's deck stuff.
Man, fuck my dice today.
Yeah. Fuck your dice.
That's all I got.
Okay. Grip.
All right. Well, Hebron, get ready to hack and slash, or River, whoever can deal the most damage. Because I would like to start blasting him with guiding bolts, starting with some level 2s.
Okay. Remember, he did dodge.
Right. But my god is more powerful than him.
All right. Your bolts hit him.
I do have +9, so that does help.
That helps. That helps.
All right, so that hits.
That hits.
$16 radiant.
Okay. Yeah, he does appear to have taken all of that.
All right, and he is lit up like a Christmas tree.
He is, in fact, glowing.
Oh no! My radiant guiding bolt. He is literally lit up like a Christmas tree.
Little motes of light all around him.
Uh-huh.
You can hear Dance of the Sugar Plums off in the distance.
Indeed. Then I would like to move somewhere where I can have total cover, behind a tree, preferably.
Yeah, you can get behind one of the trees.
All right, yeah.
Get yourself
my
into
movement
full
15
cover.
feet. I can do that.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah,
it
I would
takes
like
all
to be in
15
full
feet, but
cover.
yeah, you just crawl over behind a tree.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'll stand up.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll stand up and move the 15 feet that I can over and get full cover from him.
Yep.
All right, that's it for me.
All right. On his turn, Hebron, you see that that damage from the guiding bolt. Most of it heals, leaving only a small bruise behind. His head then shifts, and as his mouth opens, the what looked to at first be like snake-like fang teeth become thicker and longer as it takes on almost like a like the mouth of a boar with like long tusks, which he then bends his head down and tries to bite your head off, making an attack roll. Does a 16 hit you?
No.
Okay. Well, that is all he can do. But he is now fast.
For now.
For now. But yeah, he's almost unrecognizable as that snake-headed man. He looks more like this. This now. And River.
I'm going to shoot this guy.
Okay.
Actually, bonus action. I'm going to cast Magic Weapon on my bow.
Okay.
Then I'm going to shoot him.
Okay.
Guiding bolt.
Sharpshooter shot, because let's go gambling, and gambling is getting helped. 21 on the first, 14 on the second. I had advantage on the first from guiding bolt for 3.
Okay. Yep. Those both hit.
Oh, that should have been 22 and 15. Not that it mattered. I forgot magic weapon has 1 to both damage and to hit. 42 magical piercing.
Okay.
And
that bloodies him.
Dragon fire does an extra 2. Then
Okay.
the dragon's gonna gnaw his boots and try and trip him. 23 to knock him prone.
He remains standing.
Unfortunate. That's my turn.
Okay. Hebron.
All right. Shield bash. Yeah, he's still medium size, yeah?
Yeah. They didn't change size, just shape. You knock him prone.
All right. I bring the silvered adamantine magical longsword down upon him.
Mm-hmm. But is it cold iron?
Is that something in this game?
No.
I'll get it. I
know
will
you will.
create the Omni Sword.
Wouldn't that make you the Omni Sorta?
Well, no, see, the Omni Sword would be like the punchline part. You can't really do much with that. Damn it, Sleuth. Okay, I did KL instead of KH.
I was saying you appear to have done an oops there. That is a hit and a crit.
Very sexy.
You don't want to take the 17 and 14. Those will both still hit.
So that's 6 magical silver adamantine slashing damage, and then for the crit, which we'll just slap a trip attack on for the purpose of fucking up his day more.
Don't forget I go next, and I'm a cleric.
I'm afraid I don't follow, Ruffles.
What's something a cleric always has? One of my starred spells. Hold person.
Gotcha.
Hmm. I'm not sure this counts as a person anymore.
Humanoid.
29 points of magical silvered adamantine slashing.
All right, he is looking to be near death.
Well, that might not be worth wasting a second level spell slot.
All right.
Anything else?
So, yeah, I'll step back.
Okay. He swings his maul at you.
Uh-huh.
Cool. He's fallen for the classic blunder.
Hitting Hebron when he steps away on his own turn. Yeah, that misses. I will perform the Hebron's perfect parry.
Okay. Roll to hit.
$18.
Hang on. You're about to hit, and you hear, like, as your sword's hitting his armor, the sound of a die hitting a table, and it misses.
Who died on a table to make Hebron miss?
Oh, someone's god still favors him. As I step back in.
Uh-huh. Well, obviously you would have had to, otherwise couldn't have made the parry.
Yeah.
Let's see. I think, is that it for you, Hebron?
Reaction, action, bonus action. Yep.
All right. Grim?
So, what does prone affect for dex saves?
Nothing.
It doesn't.
It does not.
That's lame. Anyway,
Yeah, you want
let's take-
restrained if you want to fuck up people's deck saves.
yeah. We'll just do a Sacred Flame dex save.
Okay.
Oh god, he's already completed the first 2 steps of stop, drop, and roll.
That does not pass.
Okay,
Indeed.
Gilbert. We're not just saying on fire, we're calling Grim's god to set him on fire.
And as we
Sweet.
know, Grimm's god is more powerful than that guy's.
Yeah, he's still looking to be near death. Anything else?
No, I'll just tuck behind the tree again.
Okay.
No, I'm just thinking of Grimm's god. Right, totally. He's not just a secret agent, man, I swear. That's it for me.
What god does he worship? The
All right.
government.
At the start of his turn, you notice that his wounds, while he is still bloodied, they begin to heal, and he no longer appears to be near death. And he stands up in front of you, Hebron. Well, he's gonna grip his maul, and he's gonna start swinging.
You can try.
Apparently badly.
Man, fuck his dice.
I know.
What, was he praying to a god of misfortune?
Yes. River?
I'm gonna shoot this guy again.
Okay. Roll to
Let's
hit.
go.
I must feel
Gamble.
bad for this guy.
I don't.
Like, what did he do? Flub every incantation?
Those both hit.
Oh, I was close with that 11 earlier.
You were. His AC is 12.
48 magical piercing.
Yeah. He falls to the ground, apparently dead.
Then, for good measure, the Drake is gonna take his boots.
Okay, you rip his, boots off. The body is unresisting. Anything else?
Nope. That's it for me.
All right, Hebron.
I'll take my sword and bury it into his chest.
Well, make an attack roll.
We'll just go with the two thrusts. What was it? Kidneys and heart.
That would be very lethal. 2 hits. Well, he does squirm a little bit as you realize he's not chanting anymore, and his eyes have like this glazed over look of the undead.
So he's a Yuan-ti Warboar zombie. A wereboar zombie. Cleric.
Yes.
Man, for a guy with so many cool things you could attach to each other, he not very lucky.
Well, that's what you get for when your patron is the goddess of chance. Sometimes it doesn't go your way. Though other times it does suddenly turn away a lethal blow.
Indeed. That's all I got.
Okay. Grim.
Dex save. No. More radiant.
All right. Yeah, the undead is utterly destroyed as a beam of radiant light and fire burns down on top of them. You guys are out of initiative.
Well, I've decided on a flavor for my sacred flames.
Oh, and what is that?
Will-o-wisps.
Oh, okay.
Little happy flames.
I would have gone with Dorito flavor myself. But yeah, little motes of fire descend down and light his corpse up, and he is no more.
And then I do it again.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually, I won't do it to him right away now that he's dead, but I will start picking the pockets of all of the Yanti here.
Ah,
Oh yeah. What, do you think we were going to leave their pockets unpicked?
actually, I did.
I mean, they didn't loot the trolls. They just burned them. So
Well, yeah, because they're trolls. These are actual, like, sentients.
Yeah,
But
so
they're weird
they'll
trolls.
at least have pocket change.
Allegedly.
well, what if they're only mostly dead?
Well then, they won't be for long. We're
But they could be
nothing if
partially
not
alive.
Thorough. Well,
I mean, if they're all the way dead, there's only one thing we can do.
Kill him again?
I suppose they could be here to bleh.
All right, I help Heberon pilfer some pockets.
All right, so you guys start pilfering these guys' pockets.
I see. Make me the active participant.
Yeah, the guy with the stupid broken investigation check. Yeah, you totally want the cleric who sucks at investigation to do it, right?
Okay. I take your point. Also, what do you mean stupid broken?
Stupid broken,
With
apparently.
help, you have advantage. Then your modifier, and then you can add a fucking D8 to it.
Okay. Alright.
So most of the figures are unarmed. None of them are wearing armor.
What happened to all of their arms?
Well, in a couple of cases, it looks like someone beat them to death with them.
He's beating me to death with my own skull.
And as you look through it, you find a total of 225 electrum pieces, 3 silvered daggers, 2 silvered scimitars, and a silvered spear, along with a rolled up piece of parchment.
Is it
I
like written
unroll
in
it.
silver ink?
So you unroll it, revealing ink that appears to be dark brown.
Iron ink. Gall.
Golly.
What languages do you understand?
Most of them.
Do you understand Abyssal?
Oh, let me check. I think I might. Yeah.
Okay.
It's the same as Infernal, but no respect for capitalization or punctuation.
They also skip a lot of spaces. It's really annoying to read.
And it's composed mostly of slurs.
You got that, Gilbert?
All the silver shit?
All the loot? Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I'm not tracking loot.
That's what the note says. In Abyssal.
In Abyssal. Take a group to the south. So if we head north from here, we'll find where it came from. If we want.
I do like hitting fools up for their loot.
I mean, it's going to be a bunch of Yantis, and they're obviously riding in Abyssal, so they're not good guys.
I do like slaying the not good guys.
All right, and the Banbear pig. What's he got on him?
A bear pig man.
He had
Again, just
a maul.
he caught them all.
Is there a hot topic in it?
Yes.
Oh no.
It's all hot topics and FYEs.
Wait, what's FYE?
The music store.
Ah. See, I went to 2 places whenever I went to the mall. 3 places: the food court, the Lego store, and the game shop.
I was always drawn to those stupid corner knife stalls.
Ah, mall ninjas.
I love those things. Hey, that's where I got my first like actual really good knife from. Paid
Wait,
$160 for it.
Hold on, they sell good knives at those places? What?
Yeah, it was a full tang Tanto. Came with a carbon fiber sheath for it that had a multi-configuration mount, so I could mount it either hip holster so it was vertical or back holster so it was sideways. Yeah, I still have it. It's in my car.
Huh.
That sheath does sound like some mall ninja shit, though.
Oh yeah, it had like little pins. Like those were really cheap. I replaced those with actual rivets because I only have it mounted the one way. But no, my favorite knife right now is my SOG. That's a fucking great field knife.
You call that a knife? This is a knife.
No, it's not even a big knife. It's only got a 4-inch blade and about a 5-inch tang, but it's solid as fuck. Like I have beat this thing with all kinds of stuff, and it's totally fine. Like the metal is very high quality. Obviously, I'm not beating the blade, but like I'm beating the back of the blade, pounding in stuff.
I hope you're not beating the blade. Fucking troglodyte.
Anyway, loot stuff. Do we want to go north and see where this came from?
I'm down.
Obviously.
All right, we turn north.
Sorry, whenever I hear someone say, "This is a knife," this is what I think of.
That's not a knife. This is a knife.
I see you've played knifesy spoonsies before.
The Simpsons.
All right. So you're just turning north?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They came south to come here, so north is the direction they're in. But let's go kill more Abyssal people.
What are they wearing?
The monk was wearing robes. Oh, the cleric was. The other guys were wearing various bits of what looked to be leather armor, thoroughly destroyed.
But they look like your classic snake dwelling people. Their armor and clothing is pretty brief.
Yes.
All right.
The women have chainmail bikinis. The guys just have the metal
loincloth.
Like the metal. Yes, the metal plate loincloth.
A milk cod piece.
Well, okay, so we're not disguising ourselves. All right. Yeah, let's head up there and exterminate.
I could disguise us.
So you start heading north, leaving the clearing and its unexplored house behind.
There's a house?
The 10-foot platform he was standing on is a sod hut that you never went into. You just looted the bodies and are like, all right, we're leaving.
I'm sorry. I thought it was like an actual.
Yeah, I remember that now.
Jungle temple.
No, he was sitting on the roof of his house, and you guys just walked up and murdered him.
It's not murder. He was a cultist.
You murdered him. He did nothing to you.
He
He was
believed in different things from us. It's not murder. It's entirely justified.
Once again, the area is taken by sectarian violence.
Well, we'll check out his house.
Okay. So yeah, there's no windows. There's just like an opening, roughly like you have to hunch down to go inside of it. And there's like a piece of kind of ratty looking leather strung across it. Looks like it's like some just like dinosaur skin that was like roughly hewn off and as rawhide and then hung up as a door covering. You're just setting it aside to look inside?
Oh yeah.
Alright. So inside, you can see what appears to be a small fire in the middle. Wafts of smoke curling up against the ceiling. In the back left, you can very clearly see some more skins laid out on what looked to be straw, as like a sleeping litter. And so that's to the left as you look. And to the right, you can see what appears to be a altar hewn out of turf. A single gold coin resting atop it.
Wait, which deity is the one with the gold coin?
Idius.
Okay, so the evil one.
The evil goddess of chance. Her
Yeah,
holy
the-
symbol is a single gold coin.
This guy's house. His god. It works.
But more, I just wanted to double check. You know, it wasn't some situation where he was actually in the process of the appeasing, not the worshiping, or some shit we totally horribly misunderstood, and we, you know, had to make sure I didn't need to feel bad. My
No, he was a
conscience
cultist.
is clear.
Trust me, I said he was a cultist. I know things sometimes.
Is there treasure under the altar?
Are you ripping the altar up to check?
Yep. Actually, wait. No, my luck is bad enough.
Let's just excavate the entire floor of his house. It's not like it's that big.
No. Given the number of septimi that have died, I'm not pissing this god off.
You think perhaps desecrating an altar to the goddess of chance might have negative effects on you?
Yes, and they might be perhaps related to the core dice mechanics of our system.
You might, in fact, be onto something there.
I see that you passed your save. No, you didn't.
Yeah, Idiot says roll again.
What would be the appropriate thing for us to do? I assume some
To
kind of
appease her?
abasement.
So, typically, you like if you're not like if you're just trying to appease her, you generally take a gold coin and flip it as if like heads or tails onto her altar. As like, this is like a way of like you give to the Church of Idius as well as demonstrating chance. And that's generally seen as a way to like appease her and keep her at least neutral towards you, right?
Well, Hebron shall do so.
Okay. Yeah, so you flip the coin. It just kind of lands on this turf altar, doesn't bounce or anything, just a thud.
It landed on the two.
It landed on 2 coins? Oh, sweet. I got 3 coins.
No, I mean, it's like heads or tails. Looks like it's tails.
Okay.
Hebron's gonna stew on that. What's the other coin flipped to?
The other coin is also tails.
This doesn't bode well. You had the same luck as that schmuck, Mr. Hebron.
No. The auspices are good. See, serpents have tails. This wereboar had slain many Yuan-ti, which is clearly lucky. Given that we're going to slay Yuan-ti, the fact that I've also flipped a tails is auspicious.
How many Yuan-ti are out there? Like 15?
Well, since you looted them, you actually got a full count. There was 14 out there.
That's like a couple. I don't think that's really many yet.
And 14 is 2 times 7. 7 is also is 7 an auspicious number for us?
There's really not a whole lot of numerology in this world.
Alrighty.
I don't know, Hebron. I think you're losing it. Keep saying these weird things.
We got Hebron over here fucking like trying to convince people of numerology. Alrighty. Well, if that's all then, let's go.
Okay. You step out of the hut, and you guys head north, if that's what you still want to do.
Yep.
All right. So, yeah, you start whacking your way north through the brush. For a couple of hours as night falls. And are you guys force marching or making camp here?
Making camp, I think.
Let's make camp. River and I can disguise it.
Yeah, we should go a little bit with Pass Without Trace, just so we're not leaving a trail directly to our camp, but
You can do that retroactively. It's not a problem if that's what you want.
yeah, the last like 20, 30 minutes at least.
All right. And are you guys sitting a watch or just all going to sleep?
Oh, definitely a watch.
I can take a watch.
I don't think I can afford a Rolex.
That's why we're just taking it.
Yeah, 5-finger discount. Come on, man.
Who's on first? Nobody.
Yeah.
Do you just want to do chat order?
Sure, Dragon will take fourth watch.
All right.
I'm sure nothing will go horribly wrong.
So, What's your Drake's passive perception?
The Drake's passive perception is 13. And he has dark vision out to 40 feet.
Okay. And what does the Drake do when something approaches the camp?
Probably steal my boot.
Wake
And
you
then
up.
try and wake me up. Yeah.
Okay. So you wake up missing a boot. You can hear very clearly a almost like a soft, almost wheedly voice calling out, "Hello, anyone there?"
I will wake up, have around Mr. Grimm, let them know that someone's out there, and then
So you're all in
I'm
the
gonna
same
go see what
tent.
they want.
Normally, you guys have different tents.
Yeah, I'll go over to their tent.
Okay. Well, like as soon as you step out of your tent, you would clearly see about 10 feet away this woman who appears to be in like these torn like red robes, leaning on a staff. She has graying hair. Though her eyes, you can see reflected in the remnants of your firelight, do appear to be like fixed and focused on you. She's very clearly not an undead, despite her appearance.
There doesn't happen to be a Thay in this world, does there?
Oh yeah, there are Fae.
Thay, Thay.
I have no idea what you're referring to.
Red Wizards of Thay.
Ah, no, there is no country of Thay.
Okay.
Not
Had
and,
to
and
make
not
sure.
also even in the Forgotten Realms, even not everyone wearing red robes is a red wizard.
Allegedly.
Well, look, that's an issue of just how incredibly marketable the Wizards of Thay have made their color scheme. It's like wearing blue or red in the hood. You're a blood or a crypt. It's just how it is.
That's why I wear purple. Well, you at least appear normal. Might I join you?
I will have to ask my companions, why are you out here?
I am an explorer. My expedition, however, has suffered calamity. And I have been running my way through these jungles for the past 2 days.
Mm. That's unfortunate. Give me a second to wake these two up, and I will then go wake up Hebron, Mr. Grin, fill them in, and I'll also have the Drake keep the lady company while
Okay.
I'm like 10 feet away.
Yeah, you can easily wake them up.
Sure. I mean, I don't care. They seem nefarious.
Indeed, I'd like to incite the old woman.
Okay, make an insight check then. As you guys come out of your tents and look at her. This old, frail woman, alone in the jungles.
Totally not suspicious.
Yeah, well, I'm swinging Hebron's roll so I can give you guys information. So, despite her somewhat frail appearance. Someone does not survive 2 days alone in this jungle by being harmless. Given the focused and like alert nature of her eyes, you would think that perhaps the threat from her isn't necessarily physical, but she is in fact not, helpless. That being said, you do not see a pack or like any other types of luggage on her. And through the tears in the robes, you can clearly see that other than the staff, she is unarmed.
What happened to her arms?
Under.
Yeah.
What's the nature of these tears?
So several of them appear to be like the type of tears you would get in clothing by running through dense brush very quickly and without regard to your clothing. Like you don't stop to go around the branches in front of you. You just blow through them. They catch on your clothing and they tear it. A couple of them do appear to be of a cutting nature, like something cut through them.
Wounds?
She does not appear to be wounded.
Mm-hmm.
But you would expect, given the damage to her clothing, that she should be.
All right. Does the clothing show evidence of said wounds? Is there traces of blood on the cleaner cuts?
With a 29, yes, you can see that it looks like there was blood on it, but perhaps she went through like a stream or something, and a lot of it washed away. But there's definitely evidence that she has that. Well, something has blood onto it. You don't see open wounds, so you're not sure it's her blood.
Yeah, but considering the nature of magic in the world, myself being a cleric, one could easily heal themselves of even grievous injuries. So
Any holy
the
symbols?
fact that there's no cuts is not really a bad thing. It just means that she got in a fight and healed.
Well, unless I'm mistaken, clerics, divine casters require some kind of, casting focus in the form of a holy symbol, a reliquary.
Yeah,
something
anything
of
on
the
her
sort.
staff?
The staff appears to be somewhat plain, though, of actual construct. Like, this isn't a piece of wood she found. This is like a clearly manufactured straight wooden staff. With like a dark red, not red, like a dark brown stain to it. Like it's very clearly been stained and polished, right? This is a like staff, not just a piece of wood.
Okay.
Given your arcane knowledge,
High level
you would
squinting eyes.
well, your insight and the fact that you guys do have several casters in the party, you think that if she does have a focus, that staff is it.
Yeah.
So arcane. I'll ask her if she has any wounds that need tending.
Wounds? No, I dealt with those with what few potions I was able to squirrel away with me when I ran. Alas, I don't think you have magics for my poor sore feet.
Well, we do have a lizard that likes to lick feet. I don't know if it
God,
counts as
that
a
makes the
massage.
lizard sound so weird.
Have you met him?
He steals boots. There's a difference.
My God, he's a boot-stealing dragon, not a foot fetishist.
He's a kleptomaniac, not a degenerate.
Under.
Yeah.
What's going on in the jungle around us?
Make a perception check. Well, you know, behind you and 10 feet into the tree line, there are a couple of lizards going at it. There's bugs floating around all over the place. A few rather large-looking bats seem to be snapping up the bugs every now and then. It appears to be normal for what you have experienced here in the jungle. Like the wildlife is being the wildlife. Nothing's really approaching your camp, but also it's not gone like full deathly silent.
Right. There's not that issue of what am I hearing, what am I not hearing.
Right, yeah. You're not hearing anything out of place. You are hearing the normal bugs and critter noises you would expect to hear deep in the jungle.
All right. I'll invite her to take a seat by the campfire.
Thank you.
And as she approaches the seating point, I'd like to not watch but listen to how she moves.
Okay.
You know, footfalls on the jungle, that kind of thing.
Sure. Make a medicine check.
Medicine. All right.
I mean, she seems to be moving somewhat gingerly. And you can clearly see it when she sits down. She begins unlacing her boots and massaging her feet, which appear to be standard human feet.
Appear to be.
Yeah, they're not clawed or anything.
Are they blistered?
Yes.
Like one would expect? Okay.
Yeah, the way she moves, she's moving like someone who's, too old for this shit. But then was suddenly forced to, run away from some big danger that, and she kept moving that way for 2 days without stopping.
Mm-hmm.
As you're sitting there examining her and she's massaging her feet, she just speaks up. You wouldn't happen to have any water or spare food, would you?
I do. As I pass over a water skin and a ration.
She drains the water skin in one go, and you've seen people eat fast. She basically breaks the ration into 3 pieces, and it's gone inside of 20 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
As you hear her kind of sigh and be like, I didn't get a chance to take any supplies when I ran.
You do happen to have an abundance of food, at least. Do you want 10 days worth of food? So I'll just cast good berries and hand them all to her.
She takes them and looks at them and is like, forgive me, but don't good berries go bad after a day?
Oh, yeah. You seem hungry.
I'm not.
I don't know how much you want.
Oh, that ration was more than enough. She takes the berries and just puts her in her pocket. I'm sure I'll at least need one of those. Thank you. Where are my manners? My name is Valindra. Thank you for assisting me.
Suppose we never did really introduce ourselves. I'm River. Well, there's more to it, but everyone just calls me River.
I'm Mr. Grimm. May I ask which god you serve?
All of them, or none of them, I suppose, if depending how you look at it. I appease the gods, but I carry no particular interest in any of them.
Okay.
You would understand that to be kind of generally how most people act and think
Mhm.
about the
Yeah.
gods.
Yep. A universal. Make them all happy, so none of them are mad.
Yep. Ye olden pagan process.
Well,
What
if
hit
you
your
wish to rest, you may use my tent.
Oh, that is quite nice of you. Thank you. As she stands up and begins shuffling towards her tent. I feel like I could sleep for a week.
And this is during the Lizard's Watch,
Yes.
or at the end of the day, or the end of the night. Okay.
Yeah, it's like an hour before sunrise.
Okay.
And yeah, she goes into the tent. Like a minute passes by, and you guys just begin hearing this horrific snoring coming out of there, like somebody's drowning a hippo type snoring.
Hmm. Well, I break out the cotton and the wax. I'll cast silence on the area for the first like 10 minutes as, concentration, and eventually I'll pass out.
Under.
Yeah.
What's the rhythm of the snoring?
How what you would expect for a normal person. Just really loud and watery sounding.
Hmm. All right. Under. Is it possible to change up where I'm resting? Or that disturb the rest?
Like as long as it's like reasonably close by and you're not spending over an hour walking there, yes, you can move.
All right.
Like what are you doing?
What I'll do is head into my tent. And then I think what I'll do then is head out to the other side of my, like walking through one end, pop out the other one, because I don't think these tents seal on both sides, do they? We don't have zippers.
I believe it's like loops of cloth with like little wooden fasteners. Think like buttons, but as toggles.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll head through like that, so it sounds like I'm going into my tent, and then just kind of head out the other side and rest out there.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just coat pillowing next to the watch position. I'm already going back to sleep.
So you guys resume your rest?
Yeah. A little further out from the center.
As you wish.
Can't see it, but I'm hunched over my keyboard in suspicious anticipation.
Oh no, I can see it.
It's weird. I don't have a web camera.
I know.
That you know of.
Okay, I'm gonna use the bathroom. This waiting is getting.
Sorry,
to me.
I was updating something. So, yeah, the rest of your long rest continues without incident. Morning comes, and you guys have completed a long rest. There were stars and the like visible. A light breeze blows with some drizzle coming in.
All right, I'll be right back.
Okay. Do you guys want me to wait then for him to come back before I describe what Valindra is doing?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And if there were stars out, I am going to switch spells.
Okay. Yeah, there were stars.
Yeah, we're just going to yank a detect thoughts for no particular reason.
Alrighty, I'm back.
Welcome back. So you guys, morning comes. Valindra at first sleeps through it before you hear like this, snork sound, and the snoring stops. She comes out of her tent, looking much the same as she did the night before, though, better color. She looks rested, right? At least a little bit of rest.
Yeah, an hour's sleep is better than none.
Exactly. And she kind of looks around a bit and spots where you guys had kind of dug your latrine, and she starts heading over that direction.
Wait, we had a functioning latrine? I've been using the red bags this whole time.
Oh yeah,
I
I just thought that was
assume,
funny.
you guys are competent, adventurers. Therefore, when camping, you go a ways, downwind and, dig a small trench and, do your business there. You bury it when you leave.
Damn, talk about an assumption.
Well, it's either that or all of you are so constipated you're about to die from acute kidney failure.
I think we're good.
Yeah, so she she goes and does her business. And she comes back and goes up to you, Grim, and says, could I trouble you to all hold this camp for another hour or so?"
Yes, we were on the move. Staying still is not beneficial to us. May I query as to why?
Well, I have some magical abilities, and I would require an hour to use them in a way that would make me no longer your burden, and would in fact enable me to reward you for your rescue of me.
Insight!
Yeah, I'm not making an insight. I'm gonna try to think of what spells would take an hour to cast.
There are
'Cause there's
several
not
such
many.
spells.
But there aren't many that take an hour to cast.
Okay, so spells, make an Arcana check.
Yeah. And I mean, obviously fit the criteria of not being our burden and rewarding to us.
Okay, so spells that take an hour to cast. 14. So that could be Planar Binding, Glyph of Warding, Find Familiar, Create Magin, Create a Homunculus, Clone, Antipathy. You also would, with a 14, would also know that there are several spells that, might take 10, 20 minutes to cast, especially if it's a ritual, which would include things like Private Sanctum, Scrying, Fabricate, Contingency.
Yeah.
There
True
there is a
Resurrection,
large.
Astral Projection, Clone,
Mhm.
Apathy, Sympathy. I don't even know what the fuck that is. Temple of the Gods, Resurrection, Create, Megan, Idaruft.
Yes, create Megan.
Icewind Dale. I'm trying to pass the thought. Create Megan.
Magin.
Magen. Okay. Homunculus, Reincarnate, Raise Dead, Planar Binding. What's the
So,
warning find?
Hebron, did you make your insight check?
No, not yet. You didn't tell me.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead and make it.
Yeah, well, insight as well.
Sure. Go ahead. So you get the sense that she is trying to not reveal the full extent of her abilities.
Understand.
While still giving you enough information that she hopes would lead you to to wait an hour because she asked. She does. You can also tell she does recognize you to be adventuring types, hence the offer of a reward. She does not. You can tell she clearly thinks that you can be swayed with mercenary type deals.
Nonsense. If there's a reward, yeah, we'll probably do it. I mean, honestly, Gilbert, I'm looking at spells that can take an hour to cast, and uh,
Doesn't it take a wizard an hour to prepare their spells? Like in general?
Yes.
yeah, but if
She doesn't have a spell
they were
book, though.
yeah, she's not a wizard. Definitely not a wizard. Yeah, so things that might take less. There's a lot more things that can take a lot less time.
Well, there's another thing. Holding position for another force to arrive while we wait for this idea of a reward.
Yeah, and that's the other thought. So, does she seem, again, with the insight checks that we made, does she seem nefarious? Is she seeming like she is acting with ill intent towards us?
She does not appear. You don't think that she has ill intent towards you so much as she doesn't want to reveal everything to you.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think it's a bad thing if we wait an hour, Gilbert. I don't think she's waiting for something. We both rolled high enough on our insight that we know she might not be on the up and up, but at least she's on the up. Capiche?
Yeah.
While we're waiting, I can just set up patrol like a couple 100 feet away, just so we have an early warning if things are
But
following
we don't know
her.
which direction she
She would
came
have
from.
left tracks, right?
She
Well,
did. She
you'd have to
came
find 'em.
from the northeast.
So roughly the
Yeah.
direction we're heading.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll wait an hour. If River could, go do a little hunting. You know, fresh food.
Yeah, go find us some non-poisonous frogs or lizards. I'll look at Boot Thief.
He's not poisonous. He's flat. Well, no, he's inflammable.
No, I once heard of a poisonous dragon that set people on fire with its venom.
That's just silly.
Hey, that's my idea. Dang it! I'm gonna change that dragon.
Dude, that's like straight up St. George.
Hmm? Yeah. Well, technically it's
just-
acid, but either way.
Yeah, that's just silly.
Besides the point,
Dragons
let's get
either
back to the
breathe
game.
poison, acid, or fire, not all three.
Bring the focus back in, boys.
Nay, fuck the focus. I'm a fighter. I don't need that shit.
I mean, it is a Ford. It has every right to be fucked.
What?
Ford
Ford
Focus.
Focus, the car.
Oh.
Anyway,
Yeah,
we'll wait an hour. River will go hunting.
yeah, I'll go hunting somewhere in the northeast, just so I'm in that direction to keep an eye out if something is following her.
Okay.
Otherwise, just getting breakfast.
Sure. All right, hang on. I need to update a map for you guys real quick. So, yeah, she heads into your tent.
All right.
A moment goes by. You hear the sound of a thud, like a low, like just
Like a body falling over.
like a body falling over.
Mhm.
And then you hear the sound of like a wooden hinge creaking open. And you know for sure there's nothing you left in there that would make that noise.
I, on the other hand,
Oh, there's a spell that lets you summon a chest, though.
I have left so many creaky wooden hinges in both of your tents.
What spell is that? I want that spell.
The spell of creaky wooden hinges.
The chest one?
Yeah. I don't know that spell.
Shit, now I'm like trying to think of what it is, and hold on.
Isn't it like Liamon's secret chest or something? I don't know if it's
Something.
Liamon's.
There's
Something
actually I think
secret.
2 or 3 spells that could potentially do that.
Yeah. Lehman's secret chest. You hide a chest on all of its contents on an ethereal plane. Or on the ethereal plane. Well, that's fixed in place, though. Oh, no. Touch the replica to recall, but she doesn't have a replica on it. She doesn't have any items on her. So, it's not that.
Actually,
It's a tiny
not
replica.
that's not strictly true, Ruffles.
Yeah, prison pocket.
It's similar, but not quite what I meant. A joke about an exquisite chest.
Ah. Well, yeah. She made the chest look like her tits. Her tits could be the replica. Who knows?
They looked oddly boxy.
My first
Alright.
love, Laura Croft.
God.
Anyway. Yeah, I don't do anything.
Okay.
I remain deeply suspicious.
Yeah, you should. Okay.
I'm actually gonna step into the woods to take a shit.
Uh-huh.
The morning shit that I always take at this time.
Of course.
And he's going to cast Fireball when he gets back.
Wouldn't
No,
that be
we
a
didn't have
surprise?
Mexican food last night.
So yeah, you go and you take your shit. I mean, nothing seems out of place. You know, the little shovel that you guys use for digging the latrine is there. You can see the where some freshly piled dirt had been used to cover up someone having taken a shit.
Who could have possibly done that?
Just to clarify, I'm not actually taking a poop. I'm just like stepping away and coming back
Okay,
at a reasonable time.
sure. Are you doing anything while you're away?
Observing.
Okay. Well, make me a perception check then. Yeah, like there's like a toucan flying around, some snakes, some bugs, a little bit of drizzle
Cans
keeps
of shit.
falling. Yeah, it looks like a jungle. And for the rest of that hour, nothing of real note happens. And then Valindra walks out of the tent, wearing a rather nice set of like deep burgundy robes. She still has that staff. She also appears to have a backpack.
Mm-hmm.
And as the flap is closing, Grim, your past perception is stupid high, right?
19.
Okay, yeah. You can very clearly see a chest, like a chest that is open, just sitting in the middle of your tent. That is, in fact, it looks like you would have constructed the tent around it because it would not fit through a flap.
All right. Is it exquisite?
No, in fact, it's rather plain looking.
Okay. So it's not Lehman's secret chest, because that's an exquisite chest.
Indeed.
It's this lady's very plain chest.
One
And
moment, I'll be right back.
yeah, So she walks up to you, Grim, and says, "Hi.
Hmm.
Thank you kindly for waiting. Uh, it is, well, a contingency I put in place, and I was able to use it without problems."
I'm back.
She then pulls out a small bag and holds it out as if to give it to you.
Yeah, I take it.
Yeah, a token of my appreciation for all of your assistance.
Well, where will you head to next?
Well, my expedition has failed. The party that I was with has been completely killed. This jungle is not for the faint of heart, though undoubtedly you already know this. But it would seem I need to return to Novozon and regroup, as it were.
Well,
May I ask, how are you doing out here?
we're currently returning from a quest to aid some dwarves with their mine, and we found this. And Mr. Grimm will reach into his breast pocket and pull out the piece of parchment and kind of hold it over to her, the one that's written in abyssal,
Mm-hmm.
on some Yanti who were slain by a Yanti where what was it?
Werebore.
Yeah, something.
A Yanti werebore.
Yeah. And so we slain the werebore, and we were returning, and it being an abyssal is never a good sign. So we figured we may be clearing out some more Yanti to the north of here.
Ah. So you seek to find Rasnisi and kill him, then?
Indeed. What is it that you seek? What
And
was your venture and quest to this area?
I was seeking the location of the lost city of Wheeze.
I'm never going to be able to hear that with a straight face.
I know it's in this jungle. In fact, I know it to be on the east side of the mountains. Alas, we were unable to locate it before our party was lost.
What happened to your party?
We were ambushed by Yanti. At first, we handled them quite handedly. But when they learned that our group was seeking the lost city to end this fell curse over the land, they became incessant. And we were whittled down until eventually there was only 3 or 4 of us left. We began retreating, but we barely got over the mountains before Morianti fell upon us. We were too far to make it to Kursabal, and in one ambush in which Rasnisi himself made an appearance, he wiped the remainder of my forces out. I barely got away. Been running from them south ever since. Given that I was alone and apparently frail, they, I think, gave up trying to find me, just assumed the jungle would kill me. An assumption that I intend to make him regret.
Well,
Oh? How so?
I have seen him. I know his face. I will find him, and I will rain down the hell upon him until one or both of us are dead. And I am really, really good at raining down hell.
well, if you wish, you may continue with us. It would appear the region to the north of us is probably our destination eventually down the road. So maybe we'll save that for later and continue back to what's the pirate place? Jukpal? Juktul?
Jahaka.
Jahaka.
To resupply and then venture out.
Well, we have our boat coming back eventually. Remember?
Mhm.
Yeah, and we have a ship that will be meeting us that we can return to the main city, and you can resupply there and continue with us if you wish, because we do intend to end this curse as well. That's what we originally were hired to do.
Ah,
Although we did get waylaid for some necessities, and Mr. Grimm is giving Heveron a very heavy side eye.
ah. So you're one of the adventurers that King Sebastian had courted.
Indeed.
Well then,
He hasn't tried fighting with me yet, but
Yeah, I can. River, you haven't come back yet. Been an hour. Are you still out there?
has it been an hour? I was only sticking around out there for an hour.
Yeah, he said an hour has passed, and then she comes out of the tent, and she's got all this new gear.
Yeah, then I
Then
should
you'd
be
be
back.
back. Okay. Yeah. Otherwise, I could just send it to you. Well, in the case that we have a rough idea of where the Yanti are, and Yanti are not known to be migratory, we can come back with fresh supplies and maybe a couple mercenaries to help deal with the Yanti infestation, because if they learned you were looking for the city of Weiss and doubled their efforts to take on your group, that means you were close. Because why else would they hunt you down so proficiently?
that is true. That being said, this is somewhat personal now between me and Rosnisi. I will be killing him. I'll tell you what, though. She puts her backpack down and pulls out a sheaf of parchments, which she then proffers to you. And she says, "You should take my notes. They will help you locate the lost city. I will leave it in your hands to deal with that. I will end the Yanti threat."
All right.
You don't want any help with that?
Once I return to Novazan, I think we will be sufficient with the forces I can get there.
Yeah.
Your group is much smaller than the group I went with to the Lost City, and there's a good chance you will be able to get closer than I did without the full force of the Yanti falling upon you, assuming you get there before I wipe them out.
Yeah,
Wait.
that's what I was saying. Let's go back to Jaka Bay. We can get to Nazgul quicker.
Ah, you misunderstand. I am not going via ship or over land. With your assistance, I was able to reclaim a spell book of mine, and I shall simply be teleporting to Novozan.
Mr. Grimm pulls out a gold piece and hands it to Hebron. Yeah, she is a wizard.
Rookie mistake. Always bet on the wizard.
From there, I will be able to rally forces and strike out at the Yanti.
Well, if that's the case, might we journey with you so we can resupply, and we get there soon enough, our ship won't have departed, and I can stop the captain, and we can just get the ship ride back to Jaka Bay and move on the city from there, if that makes sense.
I am more than willing to bring you along with me to Novozan.
Yes.
Of course I am. You've helped me out of dire straits. It would be quite crass of me to simply say goodbye and I'm leaving. when you're asking for me to get you there.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. I'll kind of point at Hebron and River and kind of wiggle my finger at the tents. Let's get this all picked up and we'll go back to Nova's gun. Let's break down the tents.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Do you look at the parchment she handed you?
Yes, I do. Like when
Okay.
she handed it to me, I would have looked at it.
Yeah, it's a map of this area.
Oh, excellent.
Ooh, what's that look like?
Hand that to Hebron. Yeah, so if we went to Jaka, we could go pretty much due east. You get a little bit south around the base and then just due east.
Where does Rosnasi live?
When you ask that, she says, his fortress is concealed somewhere within the Nisi Wastes. The exact location is unknown as of yet. It will be located as part of the strike in and against him.
And Nangalbre?
Nangalore?
Oh, Nangalore. Sorry, I have a very blurry picture here.
It does seem that the picture got a bit blurrier. Nope, that's just probably because I exported as 72 DPI. I thought I did 300. Yes, that is Nangalore.
What's Nangalore?
Before I speak, I should just double check my notes. Nangalore, she says, Nangalore is a ruined garden city. That has
that's a G, not a T.
believed to have existed around the time of the floating cities of the 28. It has obviously fallen to ruin, and the jungle has reclaimed much, but it was an area we investigated seeking Rosnisi on the way.
And Ataz Yikwazi and its counterpart due east of it?
Ataz Yikwazi and Ataz... which one is that? Is that Kahakla or Mahaha?
The two frowny
I
faces.
think it's an M.
It's almost all straight in a line, kind of, from Nangalore.
Yeah, hang on, I'm just flipping through all the windows I've opened.
Yeah, the two that he's talking about.
Yeah, so Ata'az Iklawazi and Ata'az Muhaha are large ancient bridges over the rivers. They are easy places to cross.
I am easy to cross.
And to answer the remainder of your questions, Kur Sabal is a ancient mountain monastery. The monks there offered us shelter, though they themselves have little interest in the goings-on outside their monastery.
What does she know about? Okay, it's been a while and I haven't been here. That giant snake dude, where we went through like all the different trials and talked to him. Does she know anything about him?
Giants.
The Naga? The Naga at the pyramid, the one that encountered the totally not linear guild. We got the boon of heroism from.
Yeah. She shrugs and says, I did not encounter anything like that.
Yeah, it was far to the north from here. I was just wondering because she's, familiar with the area enough. Maybe she
Mhm.
knew more about him.
She shakes her head and says, "No, most of my efforts were concentrated here, attempting to get to that eastern area that is circled on the map. I do believe the lost city to be somewhere within that area. I could be wrong, however. As I said, we were barely able to approach that area before the Yanti were upon us incessantly."
Oh, educated
uh,
guesses.
Additionally, that Naga did want us to put a hit out on Rosnasi.
He has many enemies, but he is a wily, evil bastard. But his reign shall come to an end.
This guy controls the weather? Anyway, pack up camp. Let's go back to the city.
Mm-hmm.
And while they're packing up the camp, I'm going to cast a sending to Captain. What did we name him? Captain, or what did you name him? Actually, we didn't name him. Silver. Captain Silver Sylvanus. I will send him a message letting him know that we will be returning to Novazon ahead of schedule, and no need to come to Jaka Bay to pick us up, as we found alternate means of transportation, and we will be needing him in Novazon to depart again.
You
I can
get
squeeze
a
that 25.
one-word reply. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Adventures. I mean, we pay well.
Sure.
He doesn't care.
Yeah, you paid up front, and
We just canceled the trip.
neither one of you have mentioned a refund, and he has no intentions of refunding you.
We have no intentions of getting a refund. It was like, what, 200 fucking gold? We're sitting on 30,000.
X notes. That's more than I have.
You're a member of the party. It's yours too.
I guess our collectivist wealth scheme.
Well, that way no one party member is considered wealthy. So if we get a deck of many things, we can fuck around with that. Anyway, because we've already done that. So yeah, pack up the camp, load up the gear, and get ready to go. Zoopity zoop zoop zoop.
You know, Ruffles, that what you just said there got me thinking now of like what an anthropology log on the culture of adventurers is. It's like, yes, the adventurers practice a form of wealth distribution meant to ensure that magical items such as the Deck of Many Things cannot cause them to all become immediately impoverished during their mendicant lifestyle. Just
Indubitably.
all the weird, like, shamanistic beliefs that we engage in. The strange rituals.
Yeah, loophole logic. But yeah, we pack up the camp and
And then, she teleports us right into Rosnasi's throne room.
I also send a similar message to the other person.
Okay. Which other person?
It was a while ago. I DM'd when we first left Jaka Bay. I had messaged that person, letting them know where we were and what we were doing.
Okay, yeah.
Yep, for reasons
Your handler?
of sorts.
All right, yeah. So you guys break down your camp. She directs all of you to, stand within 10 feet of her. And she begins casting a spell.
Mm-hmm.
Can I make an Arcana check just to make sure this is actually teleport?
Sure, make an Arcana check.
Plane shift.
Yeah, she's fucking casting Blade Shift. We're going to the Fae, boys.
She
is worse
appears
than
to be
that.
casting the 7th level spell Teleport.
All right, I'm sated.
Destination Rosnacy's base.
And then it goes off. Yeah. And there's a like a little bit of a popping sound. And suddenly your ears are just assaulted by the sounds of the market of Novozad, where you've just arrived.
And probably
Seagulls
didn't get many
calling.
funny looks.
There are some quick glances your way, and then they very clearly see this, wizened old woman, dressed very much like a wizard, and go, oh yeah, okay, assholes, teleporting right in
Oh
the
yeah,
middle of the goddamn street.
what was the spelling of her name? Just so I know it for sending.
That is the name she gave you.
All right.
The casual Sunday. Hey, I need to go to the grocery store, but it's like all the way down the street. Can you just teleport me there?
Yeah. And I will thank her for the speedy return and give her a like a sending part, basically like a calling card for me, and then a
Okay.
second calling card for um another name.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can't reach me, contact this person.
As you wish. And she pockets both cards, nods her farewell, and begins walking off into the market.
Have fun.
And soon you lose track of her.
Yeah. And I head to the docks and start looking for the Misty Flower.
Yep. Which is moored up. You can very clearly see the captain on a hammock, hat over his face like he's asleep.
Yeah. Mr. Grimm will walk up. Hi, Captain. Good to see you.
He like wakes up suddenly like, oh right. Good to see you, lad.
Yes. Our travels were cut short by encountering a, well, high-level wizard. Saves you the trip, at least one way. We will be heading back down to Jaka Bay shortly.
Aye. Well, if you be needing passage to Jahaka Bay, I'm your man. Same rate as last time?
Absolutely.
Ah,
And also, may not be me who you see next, but the rest of the party will be uh, those that you spoke with. So, I bid you farewell. It was a pleasure meeting you.
fair travels, then.
Yep. And he tosses him a 200 gold piece diamond and nods.
Mm. Yeah, he's clearly, acknowledging you, and then immediately turns his attention to, looking at this gem.
Yep. Then I turn around and start heading for the who the fuck was my contact here? I don't have it written down. Whoever my contact was here. Yeah. Gilbert, you back yet?
I'll take that as a no. All right, so you go and meet with your contact.
Update them as to the progress. Let them know about the Yanti issue, and to make contact with Valender,
Valindra.
Valindra. I don't know why, but yes, words. And make contact with her about arranging support if she needs it. Yeah, so the Knights of Aptalar would most certainly be interested in dealing with a Yanti infestation.
Probably.
They're never good.
Hmm. Your contact would inform you that they are, in fact, aware of Valindra, and that she had previously made contact, and it is likely that the Knights of Aptalar will be involved in her crusade against Rosnisi.
Excellent.
Oh, we got the Knights of Aptalar backing us up?
No, they're
Um,
backing up Valindra.
Yeah.
I mean, we're going to go there too, right?
No, we're going to be dealing with the city as a small infiltration team. She's dealing with the Yanti. We're dealing with the city. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but we also made that deal with the snake to, kill him.
Yeah. The deal doesn't mean we have to kill him. We just need to make sure he's killed.
You want something done right, do it yourself.
Yeah, the Knights of Aptalar are helping.
Look, afterwards, we can swing by, stab his corpse.
If that makes you feel better, Hebron.
No, it's not the same.
All right.
If you want, I'm sure we can find a scroll of raised dead to fight him again. Or revivify. Actually, that might not work. Probably be more than a minute between when he dies and when we find him, but
Also, somehow outsourcing stuff to NPCs just. Ugh. Imagine not doing the work ourselves.
Anyway. But yeah, she had teleported us into the market, and Mr. Grimm had headed off.
Okay. Yeah, by the market I do mean like the Red Bazaar, the like the large, market in like the middle of town.
But yeah, so River and Hebron, you guys would have still been in the market. The ball's in your guys' hands. Mr. Grimm's doing his stuff.
Yeah, so what are the two of you doing now that you're back in town?
Wondering how we're going to tell the dwarves we got the job done.
You mean the dwarves in Jahaka?
Mm-hmm.
You're headed back there.
Oh, he wasn't here for that.
Yeah.
Grimm did rearrange travel on the Misty Flower again to take you guys back down to Jahaka when you're ready. The boat.
Gotcha, okay.
Yeah, except for we're not coming back from the jungle. We're going to get off the docks and go into the bar and be like, yeah, we finished the job. See you guys later. So anyway, what are you guys up to?
Good
Um,
question. I have no idea.
I mean, if it's not crusading to, slay despotic tyrants, I don't know. You know.
I know many things.
Do you?
Nanny Poo Poo must be destroyed.
Huh?
Granny Poo Poo.
Annie Pupu Delinda Est.
Yeah. The hag that had killed off Paulina Mare and then tried to kill off River. I mean, totally, that wasn't like an assassination attempt. It was just some really dank smelling weed or something. Look, she was hotboxing in the middle of the night, apparently not sleeping, trying to lure people in. That's pretty suspicious. Definitely ate Paulina, made a soup out of her. I'm just saying. I'd like to kill her.
But she's not in town.
I know. I just, figured to mention it.
Make a detour. Ooh, Under. How rare are magic items in this world?
So permanent magic items are pretty rare. Things like potions and scrolls are somewhat more common. Like they're actually made by people.
Okay.
But permanent magic items are basically only found, in ancient ruins and stuff like that. It's a lost. Making permanent items is a lost art.
Okay, so I'm not gonna find a magic bow for sale anywhere.
Correct.
How expensive would scrolls of magic item be?
Let me pull that up. What level is magic item? Magic weapon?
Second level.
Second?
Okay.
Why was I thinking first?
I got a magic ring that needs identifying.
Oh, I could have identified that. With downtime and clear skies, I could have taken identify and identified it on our travels very easily. We'll wait for Under to get back with the
Yeah.
scroll
Sorry, I
answer.
said to find the chart.
Yep.
Yeah. So a scroll of magic weapon would run you 550 gold pieces.
Uh, it's what, 250 to scribe scrolls at the second level.
250 in 3 days. Yes.
All right.
Yeah, it is more. It is always more gold to buy a scroll than to make it yourself. But the flip side is, if they have the scrolls on hand, you don't have to wait.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm just going to. I have some scroll scribing materials already. Yeah, I don't really need anything right now. At least not that they have here.
I mean, go ahead and ask how many they have of magic weapon made. Just buy them.
No,
We're
I
not short
I
on.
have the spell.
Yeah, no,
Like
I know that, but for the scrolls, so you don't have to waste spell slots on
I don't think you understand how few spells I use in a day.
it. Okay.
I will sometimes use like 3.
Um, what's the highest rating of potion we can acquire?
So in Novozon, you can get potions up to uncommon and spell scrolls up to 2nd level.
What's the potion cost sheet?
Common are 80, uncommon are 300.
All right.
Also, what ring are you talking about?
Uh, it just says magic ring.
Yeah, I need more context to be able to tell which ring that is. You guys have gone to a bunch of different places. Where did that come
Well, it
from?
was when I wasn't here because I don't remember it.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have an exact listing. Just that it was Mr. Grimm has been gone.
Okay, do you remember which POI it was from?
Uh, maybe a giant bug.
Oh, wait a minute. Is that the one where he went in the fucking hole? Where he went underground and like grabbed onto something and came back up?
Uh,
Because I know you got
possibly.
something there. Yeah, as soon as you said giant bug, that reminded me. Yeah, it was while we were walking way back.
Was it a
Uh,
giant centipede?
yeah,
Okay.
I think
Before we
so.
got to the mines. Like before the room with the sapphires and the statues with the fish people. Before that, or
Right.
just after that. I thought I identified that at some point.
Mm, I'm not certain if it is that because I also have jar bug guts.
Yeah, I
How
have that
far
in
is
my
you
notes.
from
I
each
know what
other?
that is. Is that from the same place?
I know the bug guts are from the first giant centipede, but they haven't been identified.
Right, then you went to the trial with the constellation.
Mm-hmm. I don't think
And
there was a magic ring there.
I don't have a ring in my notes there.
Anything from the next giant bug we encountered? Or the fucking radiation bunker?
I don't. It wasn't in. It wasn't in the radiation dungeon. So it must have been from that second big bug, which would mean it's that. Let me just pull that up.
Is it a ring?
Yeah, it's a ring.
That's probably it.
And you said you're casting Identify on it?
Oh yeah, it was one of the nights I would have been able to just in camp, been able to have done that. I just wasn't here.
Okay.
Yeah, I would have been able to switch the telescope to identify one night. Just identified that for him.
Mhm.
What is it?
I'm typing it up.
Gotcha.
He's doing.
It's actually a fairly straightforward magic item.
Ring of magic detection. This magic item glows when it detects the magical items.
Oh, ring of force resistance.
There you go. Niche damage type, but if you got the slot open, you might as well.
I could, yeah. Unless you guys want it.
You're more likely to take hits from force damage than either one of us.
How so?
You're the front line.
Fair enough.
I was gonna say, if I'm an enemy wizard and there's a cleric and a ranger in the background and a fighter in my face, yeah, I'm gonna magic missile the fighter in my face.
Okay, I'll take not getting disintegrated.
I just realized, yeah, it is kind of like, the Ring of Gilbert protection. It reduces force damage so you stop getting disintegrated.
Which is kind of what keeps happening to me.
Hey, 3 out of 4 ain't bad.
Alrighty.
I mean, we saved Lucina with a wish.
Well, more in general, disintegration has been the Gilbert killer.
Yeah.
It's really great now. If I pass the save, I can use a reaction to just not be disintegrated at all because the shield master. And if I fail, I could just get much less fucked up by it.
But anyway, yeah, you guys are roaming around town.
Yep, I'm buying some stuff.
What you buying?
Some potions.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, potions are available. The city is brightly colored, full of people all over the place. Everyone's kind of, all the locals tend to wear like light, brightly colored clothing. This is known as a city of dyes for a reason. Multicolored pennants and sun awnings flutter, in the breeze all over town. So what else would you guys like to do in town?
Um, I guess I mean, how much time do I have?
What do you mean? It is early morning.
We
I mean, like-
teleported here right after our long rest.
Right, I'm asking how much time do I have to work with? Like, are we taking a couple of days? A week?
That's really up to you guys. You've paid that captain a small fortune, so he will basically go when you say.
Alright, I'd like to take some time then, head to the local library and inquire about, well, the dude I got this magic longsword from.
Okay. So there really isn't like a public library.
I
Really,
figured.
yeah. If you'd want to go, that probably like the temple would be like the first place to start. They kind of see everyone, that type of thing. They have records of stuff. But as you're and presumably River are weaving your way through the streets, you would notice that there is someone following you, somewhat ineptly. They appear to be dressed in a brown cloak with a simple staff. Not Valindra.
Hmm. Like, are they... Like, they're ineptly following us, but like... Ah, fuck it. Where's the... Do I see an appropriately cinematic-looking alley?
Yes, they're, and because of the way the walls are and stuff, it's all like cast into shadow and the like.
Awesome.
Yeah. You walk
I'd like
in.
to go in there.
Yeah, you walk in there. There's like a barrel where some like the water is like dripping off the roof, just kind of going splash, splash, splash.
Ah, yes, something we can really set the pace of a fight to if it goes that way.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then presumably this person would just walk around the corner and right into you because they're ineptly following you.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he has a passive of 17. He's not sneaky, but he can see well.
But the cinematics.
Ah, Heberon, River. A pleasure to make your acquaintance. I am Mr. Grimm's replacement. He was needed elsewhere. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Eladrin. I will be much more suited to work with your group.
I'm sorry, did you name yourself Eladrin? Like the elf species?
Ah, yes, my name is
Yes.
Hugh Man.
so
a reason.
we have here, Hugh Man, Dorf, and Gom. Because the N is silent instead of the G.
Uh-huh.
Well, you know how you call all the humans, John Doe? That's the vibe you get from the name he just gave you. Ah, name's Smith.
Smith. The Smith. Mm-hmm. And what do you do?
Ah, I'm a face. Deals and bargains are my thing. I can talk my way out of a corner and into one.
You're
Trust me.
certainly
And he winks.
succeeding in that now. What do you do other than face?
Oh, I'm a cleric. I guess.
Ah, all right. What kind?
Yeah, he's just flat trickery domain.
Huh. A tomfoolery domain.
Yes, he is. He is. So Mr. Grimm is like a book nerd that took up fighting. Eladrin is he's an infiltration specialist. He can charm his way into the king's court with nothing but a honeyed bun. And I just flat transferred all of his gear. Mr. Grimm gave him everything.
How do you feel about
except for that one thing?
assassinations?
I-
Oh, what's that one thing?
Nothing. It's gone. It's been taken by the order.
Yeah, but like, are we talking about the
adamantine scroll.
demons?
Yeah.
Paw?
The
Oh,
adamantine.
no, not the adamantine scroll. No. Didn't we have like a? No, we already turned that in, didn't we?
Yeah, we turned that. Yeah, that's the monkey's
right,
paw.
that's
Yeah, we
right.
turned that in a while
Yeah.
ago. The order came and picked that up. But yeah, Mr.
right,
Grimm did
right.
keep that scroll to bring back to the archive. So no more you trying to hammer it on the fucking head of a mall or whatever the fuck you were trying to do.
What are you talking about? I already got
You
my
were trying to
adamantine
turn
shit.
it
I'm
into
good.
a fucking attachment.
Yeah, no. I mean, like, what the fuck are you on about, bro? I have adamantine plate.
Yeah, exactly.
I am
Before you
I
had
am
adamantine
pimped
plate.
out.
Before you had adamantine plate, you were trying to take the very thin sheet of adamantine and abuse it. And Mr. Grimm just stopped you cold and pocketed the item.
Well, I got my adamantine plate, so
Yeah.
I'm happy.
But yeah, the scroll of infernal calling is no longer a part of the party. That has been handed over to the order.
Oh no, the scroll of calling the people we don't want to call. Oh no, you took away my ability to call the definitely not shady Indian tech support line. How horrible. All right, well, follow me. We're going to the temple, doing some research.
What kind of research?
I need to know more about some ancient king whose magical shield I borrowed long term without permission.
Excellent. Lead the way.
Oh, this way, as I take us to the temple.
All right. Yeah, you go to the temple.
Oh, finally glad to switch that character out.
What, was Grimm just not working for you?
Yeah, we needed a face in this party. We don't have anybody that was charisma based. So, Eladrin is a charisma based. Well, not based, but he has more in charisma than most clerics would. He's a face character. I have a +9 to my persuasion.
Oh, okay. Can't remember the last person we tried to persuade, but all right.
The dwarves. It did not go well.
Really?
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. So you head to the temple. Father Zatembe is there. And he greets you and says, you have returned, alive still. That is good.
Oh, yes.
What can I do for you today?
I need some help with a bit of historical research. There's some kind of ancient hero or king buried, and kind of point out the area in the Nisi Wastes. Buried out over here. Describe the tomb.
It's just I honestly did not even think about the whole Eladrin. It's Ilindar now. I'm just gonna change that real quick.
Okay.
I literally did tell you guys said something. I was like, oh, yeah, you're right.
Hello, human.
Sorry.
It's okay. I thought it was funny. like like I said, it's a party of human. You know, the elf named Eladrin, a dwarf named Dwarf, and a gnome named, Gom, because the N is silent in his name. Yeah. Anyway. So, yeah, he says, well, from the sound of it, that would be one of the ancient ruins in the jungle, and unfortunately, there aren't really any real records about them. When the story goes that when the cities fell and civilization had to rebuild, lots of that information was lost. I have no idea who that is, or what importance he might have played. And I can't think of any place in Novozan where you would be able to find such information.
Unfortunate.
Much was lost from that time. We don't even know where all of the cities are.
Truly a tragedy.
Well, was there anything else I could be of service for? Are you in need of clerical assistance?
Unfortunately, no. Just that bit of learning I was trying to find, if we had it.
I wish I could say that there was a place you could go for it, but I do not know of one.
Thank you regardless.
Of course. You're welcome here at any time.
And Hebron will, I guess, walk off.
Okay. Yeah, it's pretty hard, Gilbert, to find records about places that haven't been seen or even heard of since the cities fell some couple thousand years ago.
Well, even if there were oral story traditions, given the fact that if you use a post-collapse figure, an oral tradition, if it exists, might have been something to draw from.
Right, but what the priest was telling you, in case you missed it, was that the jungle is just dotted with lots of pre-fall ruins,
Hmm.
which is also why they have so many magical items.
Oh yeah.
But that's actually the biggest indicator that you're in a pre-fall dungeon. It has like all these magic items everywhere.
Yeah. Part of the reason I asked was just in case some element of it had survived through other traditions, folklore, that kind of thing.
Right. Oh yeah, I understand.
It's incredible what people forget without forgetting. All right. Well, yeah. Other than that, I don't have much to do other than cross names out of the Book of Grudges.
Okay. Well, did you guys want to then get on your ship and start heading to Jahaka, or did you want to like spend the day here? You've already spent several hours like getting your scrolls and whatnot.
I mean, I'm good to go.
Yeah. I mean, unless anyone wants to, go and kill Granny Poo Boo.
We have other things to do.
I know. Figured I'd mention it. That's all I got otherwise. Yeah.
All right. Well, you then head over to the docks. You can very clearly see the captain making the ship ready. When he sees you, he calls out like, "Ah, are you be ready to head to Jahaka Bay then?"
Indubitably, my good captain.
He kind of looks at you, Elander, and then like turns to Hebron. Well, what would he call you? Is this fop one of yours?
Yes, he's my face. Hebron's gonna make sure to use the air quotes on that.
Aye, about time you upgraded. Welcome aboard.
Excellent. I call top bunk. Ladrin runs below deck. Or Lindar, sorry.
Is there a below deck?
Aye, it's where you were sleeping last time.
It's not a small, like, it's not a schooner or anything like that.
Yeah, this is a full sailing ship.
Oh, this entire time I thought it was a schooner because it could be operated by one man.
No, that he made an adamant point that this ship should be manned by more than one person, and it's not.
Which is also why it's kind of a precarious journey.
Yeah, I always assumed it was like a brigantine class, like maybe a 2-mast at most.
Yeah, I mean it really just has like a main mast and then a secondary mast about towards the front there. Kind of like a brigantine, but a little bit smaller. It's narrow. Think like a brigantine length, but somewhat narrow.
Okay.
Yeah, the kind of ship that you would use for picking between tight areas. But yeah, it should have a crew of like 5 minimum. And he doesn't. He's all alone running the ship.
Oh, I haven't picked my language. What languages does Hebron and River speak?
Dwarvish Elvish.
Okay. River? River! Burger! Wake up. I'm not going to fall asleep tonight, guys, because I got a bunch of sleep.
At least when I fall asleep,
Beep, boop, boop, beep.
I do it in the middle of a sentence. I don't know. I swear profusely the entire time I'm falling asleep that it won't happen. Until eventually sleep claims me and I wake up 15 minutes later after you guys figured out I fell asleep and called the session there. All right, but yeah, let's head to Jahaka. Oh, Barnacle Bess.
Yeah.
How's she doing?
I'm assuming she got to the temple.
Barnacle Bess.
Our talking
The
crab
awakened
friend.
crab.
Ah, yes. Yes.
The captain probably has some words about her.
The captain looks at you and says, "Do not. No. Crabs cannot talk, especially giant ones. I certainly did not talk to the crab, even if it was talking to me." Very, very much in denial about what he saw. But yeah, Barnacle Bass was at the temple.
Ah, most excellent.
Yeah.
Good to hear that our little friend is doing
Yes,
well.
he did get here successfully. You did notice that the tailoring was a bit weird because the robes are like short, squat, and have many, many holes.
Good to hear. Well, yeah, I guess we'll set sail to Jahaka. And I don't know, Hebron will contemplate growing a mustache to go with his goatee.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys set sail. The port of Novozon fading into the distance as the ship makes the corner and begins heading south, picking its way through Kitcher's Teeth. And as night falls for the first day of your travel on the ship, I think that's where we'll call it this evening.
Good stopping point.